Okay guys, so we are back. Now I do have to open up today's show with a bit of an apology. Now this is a YouTube special, but I did get caught out and I streamed this match live on Twitch down here, if you can catch it there. So this is going to be more of a replay analysis than a straight up coverage of the game. This is now going to be Khemri against Orcs. Now I'm going to jump straight into the game so you don't have to see the result early. But first thing first, we're going to have a look at the roster as it stands now, which may or may not give away a few hints of how the game went, depending on how keen you are from the last week's video, which is up there, which was Wood Elves. But first thing first, so let's go and jump in and have a look at the team. So as you can see, the team is shaping up rather nicely. We've got 4 Tomb Guardians, 2 with guard. We've picked up Mighty Blow on one of the Blitz Rars. We've got block and kick-off return on one of the Throw Rars. 4 Skeletons, which should give us 12 players in total. We've picked up that 3rd reroll, and we are currently sat at 1240. So with nothing more to say, let's just jump straight into the match, and we'll take it from there. I can't remember who kicks or receives. Let's have a quick look and see. It looks like we are on the defensive. Let's just pull some skills up and we'll have a look at the Orc team. There we go. Right, so the Orcs have got themselves a Mighty Blow Blitzer. He has a... is that jump up? I think that's a jump up Blitzer. He's got a Tackle Blitzer, 2 block, a block on the thrower, a block of the thrower, and block on the Orc. There is a spare Orc on the line, and he has 4 Black Orcs. So a fairly standard roster. He's also got 3 rerolls, and I don't think there's any inducements in this game. So, let's go and have a quick check. Sorry, no, the Orcs themselves, the Orcs got the fame, the weather was nice, and let's just see where we all went. So obviously I put 3 Guardians on the line. Little risky, I know, especially with the Mighty Blow and the chance that they could be lost. But at the same time, I want to keep track of as many Skeletons as we can, rather than risking them. What I have done here, though, is leave our spare unskilled thrower off the pitch. So in case of a throw a rock or simply running the risk that both get removed on the defensive drive, I chose to keep the block thrower on the pitch, so I've got an extra block piece, but then I've got spare sure hands when it comes to my drive. So until we pick up kick on this team, we're going to be kicking in the safe square, and the Orcs got a high kick, and they put the thrower in on a very deep kick in the back. And does he catch it? Yes, he does. Okay, so the Orcs have got the ball, it's way back in the field, which means nothing much to worry about because none of our Skeletons can get even close. It looks like first turn is going to be a blitz here on a random Skeleton who goes down, not blitzing with Mighty Blow, interestingly. Not that he needs it here, because he gets straight in with the stun. And Mighty Blow wouldn't have changed that result. But we definitely can't run around this side here. And hitting with the Black Orcs gets himself a knockdown on Big Lad. Opens up the chance to hit our guard, but only on the push. Doesn't follow up, which is nice. And then over here, turnover into a knockdown, but draws out one of the Orc rerolls. So down to 2 now for the half. All 3 Tomb Guardians survived that. And I thought he might even throw a cheeky foul in when he did that, but didn't do. But did give away the opportunity for some extra blocks, which is a bit questionable, I think, because we had the option to go and make something of this. And I think that is exactly what we'll do. We'll try and take a block here, take that block here, and leverage our Guardians into better positions. So we blitz back here, which means I've got a guy free over here, so I can either bring the Blitzer around, which I do, to provide the assist on that block. I think I use that guy to stand over there. Thrower comes across for the assist, so the Blitzer has his 2 dice here. That'll work because we've got block and he doesn't. I think you come and stand here just to protect the thrower. So we get our 2 dice here that he offered up as a freebie. We do follow that, but that guy is tagged out by a Guardian as well. So that's okay. And then we choose not to move our other Guardians. But we choose not to because the Guard is protecting these two. This guy is offering protection here. And down here, you're protecting this side. So the Guardians are actually all supporting themselves without offering up blocks. Because the Black Orcs here, with their strength 4, have a reasonable chance of getting 2 dice on a Guardian if I just give away too many free hits. So there, I'm just sort of supporting each other, offering a strong centre, whilst marking up the outlying positions, not worrying too much about the ball this early because it is just so far away. Now the Orcs look like they're going to try and push down this side. This time they do blitz with Mighty Blow, which makes sense. Gets another knockdown. And another stun. So 2 for 2 on the blitzes. And again, this time, Mighty Blow not quite doing much, does that on the natural result. It chooses to bring the ball forward. Again, I'm not going to be able to break through this line here, so the ball, pretty safe there. And I think that's probably okay, bringing 2 strength 4 players in there. Goes for the 1 dice jump up, and probably correct choice there to eat the skull, rather than burn another reroll on a 1 dice block that doesn't really affect the play. Better to hold on to 2 rerolls than waste 1 there. But that does give me a player back here, potentially a player back here. And I think our guard, he just didn't step up, so our Guardian is also available. So we've stepped up to here, that offers up 3 dice block there. Okay, 3 dice gets us the knockdown, puts in there. I think we stay. We do, because I don't want to get too dragged out of position. Because the ball's coming down this side. Not likely with this positioning here that the Orcs are going to try and change sides. So following that block up there just drags me further away from where I want to be, which is more over here. He's also tagged out by the Blitzer I moved around previously, and I'm going to get this skeleton back. Now he's not marked out. Okay, that's our first double skulls. We re-roll it straight away there, no questions. Can't afford to give the Orcs a free turn at this point, because if you've got your strength 4 here, a Blitzer here and a Blitzer here, he could handle all of these and get the ball down here, and we would not be in a position to deal with that. So I needed that reroll. Probably should not have taken that block this early in the turn. I've got this guy here, I can freely move. I've this guy here, I can freely move, and this guy. Should have made all of those moves before doing anything else. The only thing I have seen, and I can't remember if I do this or not, is if I can get rid of this guy, I can then... Oh, if I'd made that knockdown and got rid of this guy, I could have taken this Tomb Guard and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Marked out an Orc behind the line, and that would have been quite a strong position. But it's probably what I was thinking. Probably the right call, but the double skulls there drawing the rear out means I can't do that now, and I should definitely back out of even attempting it. I think we probably do, because instead I go for the block here. I get a knockdown there, which starts to open up. I should step forward. So I do. It gives me 2 dice here, which will open up 2 dice there. And I can start to pressure this little breakaway section. Which means, apart from the Black Orc here, who's untagged, if I don't move this guy, the whole line is tagged out. And just a push there, that's fine. I can't follow that up. Definitely shouldn't. So the Orcs do now have the opportunity to get away. Oh, I do leave this guy alone, who is jump up. Which might have been a mistake, because he can jump up, and he has. It doesn't have a clean run through, but he has a 3+ dodge, and he's over here. And that might pose me a bit of a bother. But we do take the block, we do get ourselves a POW. And we do at least tie that guy out. But I followed, so now he doesn't even have to make the dodge. That jump up guy is all the way over here. Which means it's always possible. A bit of a... maybe a pass there. And a handoff, and the ball's over here. I don't think that's how this plays out, but it could have been. Okay, it does remember to blitz with Mighty Blow again. This time hitting our thrower. Thankfully he's okay. And the jump up guy does take that gap, but chooses to come and mark us out here. And that's an interesting choice because it doesn't leave the ball a lot of protection. He is behind this wall of players here, but I might be able to get a guy onto the ball this turn. So let's just see how I'm going to play this out. I can do that. Right. So we have a guy here who's just standing up. We've got guard here. Now I could apply the guard there, or I could apply the guard in there. If I applied the guard there, and took a block there, knock that guy down. 1, 2... No, I still don't think I can get through there. Could I get through there? I also can't remember how I played this game, even though I did it live. What I do need to do is leave that guy alone. Get this guy over here. He's not doing much there. You can stay where you are. This Guardian wants to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wouldn't be too bad. He could just move into there or there. That one's just going to stand up. You could tag there. I'm not sure. I think I could, if I thought about it long enough, get on the ball here. What do? I do bring this guy back. Put him in here. Yep, gives me an assist to hit in there. That Guardian's not going anywhere. So apart from this guy, which I'm probably thinking about doing something with, maybe even blitzing there. Everyone else is pretty much moving in the right order. So we do put Guardian here. And we take a second double skulls. Again, rerolls that. And we don't hope for the ball, we do hit the blitzer. We take him down, and I follow that up. Probably okay, because I've got guard in there. And we can push that guy in here and set up potentially a surf for next turn. And 1 dice over here just leads to that. No reroll, so throwing this block here, far too risky. That would rather have the Orcs throw the 1 dice there than give this guy back as a free player. Okay, goes and fights in here. Not a bad call for an opening move. Starts to isolate some of my players and gives him a bit of room to move. Because you tag out the various assists there, and that gives you a blitz with the assist here. Mighty Blow Blitz goes down. But what he hasn't done is created a path for the ball carrier to come through. Ouch, and there is a 1 dice skull. So down to 1 reroll apiece now, both teams. And the Orcs in a little bit of bother. The 1 dice there is just a push. So we are tying that up, and that's a trade that works in our favour. And there's the second skull. Alright. So, I've got a guy here that's free. How far can he go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't get all the way back here, but he could come in here and start to offer up either put an assist in there for 2 dice. He could probably stand it there actually and do the same trick. I've got a guy here who is just a normal skeleton, but a block there stands you in there. 1, 2. We've got 1 dice on the ball there. And I don't know if I do it. I would think that guy wants to stand in there. We can take that block there. But we don't need to affect the ball. But we do need a GFI. 1, 2. Because the skeleton's only movement 5. But that is a 1 dice block on a GFI to push the ball back or push the ball against the sidelines. I've also got blocks here. Or blocks here. Can't free this guy up. But I could free this guy up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think I can do much, but he can actually get to the ball and just mark him. So either of those players could mark the ball here. How do I play this out? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Bearing in mind, it's only turn 4. So the Orcs have got plenty of time left. Okay, I do standing here. And I do take the block there. I can follow that up. I might even be looking at the options to surf here. Because if I knock you in there, and putting a player in here, I could surf this guy on a blitz. I think I would rather base the ball, but that is possibly what I was thinking here. One, two, three. Okay, I might be able to do both. 1, 2. Let's just see. So I'm basically throwing blocks here that are kind of important because it's tying up the centre of the field. Okay, this is probably a GFI. It is a GFI that we make. So I have seen and lined up the surf instead. I don't want to follow that. But that does get one of the Orcs off the pitch. And against Orcs, that is one of the best ways to even the numbers. And I don't take the opportunity there to mark the ball. I think I probably should have done. The ball is stuck. But I think I would have been better taking the chance to mark him up there. And we've got a cheeky one dice push there as well. Gives me a blitzer back. But otherwise, it's neutral. Okay, forcing the ball back and across. Which is good. And this was a bold move by the Orcs. Goes for the pass, goes for the catch, and makes the 1 in 9, or fails the 1 in 9 in fact, to drop the ball right next to our blitzer, middle of the field. I've got sure hands here. I've got to think that was brave, and if he had made it, I'm not quite sure what he was then going to do. Because I've still got a guy here, I've still got a guy here, most of my team is somewhere here. I've just got the one skeleton over here. I think the right play might have instead been to hold onto the ball, collect this guy, re-screen somewhere back here, and try and find another way through next turn. Instead, he's now giving me a shot at the ball. All I have to do is move this guy out of the way, which I can do with a block here, 2 dice block here. Assuming that's a knockdown, I can just push this guy out of the way. This guy's on the floor, so he's not adding a tackle zone. That guy's out of the way. At the moment, I can just walk in and pick up that ball. I could also try and surf another guy. That might be a good play, but I think I should blitz in there instead. Alright, I gone for the right move, but instead, because it wasn't the knockdown, I decided to just push here, leave that guy in place. We do get the knockdown there, which lines me up a player here. So I will need to apply both players. Okay, that is the Tomb Guardian, who's knocking this way. Gives me this skeleton to work with. So he becomes the assist on the blitz. You become the actual blitzer. This guy is currently marking the ball, so moving him would be a mistake. And we get nothing from it. So I think the right call now is to simply mark up the players, try and get another tackle zone on the ball. Because making that pickup as a 5+ is too rich for my blood. I do spot that the thrower is free, so I take the blitzer down this little gap here, mark out the thrower, which is the Orc sure hands. Best chap he's got for recovering the ball. And apart from this guy here, everyone else is based up. Yep. So having the Orc thrower based up there means he hasn't got an assist to blitz him out, and he can't just fight his way and fetch the ball. Which is probably more valuable to me than having a third tackle zone on the ball. So turn 6 here. Both teams running out of time a little bit. 3 turns. The ball is on the floor. The thrower for the Orcs is out of the turn. And the best move the Orcs can come up with is a 1-die blitz over here. Gives him his players back without risking them being surfed. But doesn't really offer up any options on the ball. So it throws a block with a thrower. Doesn't get anywhere. And a block over here, which does. But again, just leaves this one blitzer all alone. But as it stands, this blitzer is now an unchallenged scoring threat. So I've got to respect the fact this guy's over here. I've only got one skeleton here that can sort of mark him out. With 2 turns, I've got to respect that it's agility 3 and could be a score. He's also got a couple of guys here that are viable and one here. Everyone else, probably not. They're too tied up. But it becomes my turn, and I think I've got a chance here to knock that guy down with the Guardian, fetch the ball, blitz the thrower, and get away up that hole there. And I think that is exactly what I ought to do. I think it is what I do. No, sorry, that wasn't the end of our turn. I will change that plan and say that isn't what we're going to do at all. But we do have the option of a block here. Hang on. There we go. We've still got a block we can throw. So we can throw a block there, which still leaves me a skeleton here who could step through, blitz there, and then get the ball and go. Let's carry on, because I've forgotten how I did this. We're just standing up the two down players. We do take our block. We don't get anywhere there, which now means I have to throw a block without block on the normal skeleton. But we do get the knockdown. In fact, we even stun him there. And that is the jump up piece. That is really helpful. Over here, we get a block from this Tomb Guardian here, which opens for block from here. And that gives me a Tomb Guardian, which I think I can use now as my assist on the thrower. That is what we do. So this should be a blitz now to keep a player moving. Just a push, so I'm going to push him over here and run round, tag him out. Which is exactly what we do. And then the all-important pickup through there and over there somewhere. And Sure Hands lets us down, but that's in 4 tackle zones. I think we're alright with that. Because the Orcs, it's only 2 turns, no rerolls. Okay, takes a block over here, doesn't free anyone up, but does give him 2 dice there. Oh, he decides to go for the dodge instead and fluffs it into a KO of all things. And that pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only scoring threat he's got left is this guy on 1 GFI and this guy on 2 GFIs. But his Sure Hands is way out of position for getting there. I think we're safe from the Orcs making a score in this half. Now then. So I've just tagged out that guy so he can't go anywhere. I also have the option to block him there. A push puts him out of range. Tomb Guardian gets 3 dice on the thrower, so that would take care of all the Sure Hands. And being knocked down there, that pretty much guarantees he's not going anywhere. But we even make our pickup, and here we get a little bit cheeky. We even go for the handoff. Which works, and that actually gives us our own scoring threat. In fact, with the Orcs in this position, it's a guaranteed score. So we managed to turn the Orcs over there through to an unlucky dodge. And we get everyone else in position to throw a few blocks here. Which is how we see out the half, really. Nothing much interesting is going to happen now. I can't remember what the Orcs do in this turn, but they've not got a lot going for them. They can move a few players around, throw a couple of blocks. And that's probably the right call. Offer up the easy to injure player rather than hitting the Guardian. But our armour is really holding strong here. Jump up there allows him to have an assist here, and then he can get 2 dice on one of these guys with Mighty Blow. Gets the knockdown, and there's our first injury. So there's me saying the armour's holding. Not for long. Just a badly hurt, but we don't regen, so that is our bench effectively used up. We will have to field both throwers. The push here, and I think that's it. Do I even? I do in fact go for the block with the Blitzer, just in case I manage to hit the thrower. I think I even then get really cheeky. I think I'm going to go and take 3 dice here. I might even take 3 dice into 3 dice. Although I should have done that. That block there I could have taken the push and still had 3 dice. But it pays off for us because we end up taking out the thrower, who stays out. I don't know if there's an apothecary here, but we take care of their sure hands and run the touchdown in. So all in all, that's a really good strong half from us. Put the Orcs in a tricky spot, because now they've got to turn us over to rescue the draw. And probably the most important thing, we managed to touch down on a Blitzra for the level. So because of the concede from Bretonians a couple of matches ago, both Blitzers were sat on 5 MVP. Sorry, 5 SPP from the MVP. So a touchdown there levels whoever that happened to be. And the Orcs just missing there once. I think they've still got 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, 11 for the Orcs and 11 for us. But they've lost a thrower, we've lost a generic skeleton. So we kind of up on that situation. And at the start of the second half, probably the right call here, just put 3 generic Orcs on the line. I can get 2 dice on anyone I want, so why bother risking the better players? But I will be able to actually get 3 dice on these guys. And that is because the guard in the centre opens up the assist. So 3 dice there. 3 dice there. Assuming these 2 are knockdowns or I don't follow up, I get 3 dice in the centre. I think I'm going to keep both throwers in the backfield for covering the ball. And I've got a couple of players in the wide to cover a blitz. So whatever happens here, we should be fairly well protected. And it looks like a shallow kick with nice weather. Right in the corner, so that's kind of really bad for us. Because if we can't reach it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can just reach the ball. So without rolling any more dice, I can't get the ball safely away. These guys over here can't reach the ball. So I've got 2 guys here, and a guy here. No one else can get even close. 1, 2, 3, sorry, this Tomb Guardian can get in there as well. So I've got 3 guys to try and protect this ball in this corner. So I need to make sure that that happens early in the turn so I can get this guy back. Moving you, that's fine. You're not you're too far out here. You're not throwing any other parts, so wherever I move you to, you get more relevant. Need to consider what I do with these guys relatively early. Need to get these 2 involved with screening the ball off. Probably there. And maybe there. 1, 2, 3. I might even be better taking this Tomb Guardian and throwing a blitz in there. 1, 2, 3. I don't have another obvious blitz in this side, but getting a Tomb Guardian to blitz in there. Guy there, pick up the ball there. Bit of a sideline cage with a Guardian at the front. And these LOS blocks become less important now because this is really important, especially if we drop the ball. So because there's a 25% chance we drop the ball, and then after that there's a 3 in 8 chance that we drop the ball off the pitch. The throw in there could be horrible. It could be really bad. It could be over here, which is not too bad for us, or it could be actually deep in the Orc half, which is not brilliant, but also not horrible. It just means it becomes an Orc drive, and we've got to turn them over. But let's just see what I did and didn't do here. So the thrower comes up, that is fine. I take the 3 dice here before moving those guys. So again, triple skulls there could have turned me into a bother. That block's certainly unimportant. It does line up the extra 3 dice once I've brought this guy in. But getting that ball protected here should have been my priority. So not a problem, but all out of order. I don't take a blitz there, so I just put the Guardian in as the front corner. Maybe I don't throw a blitz in at all. Okay, the assist there stops him from having a good shot at the Guardian. In fact, I don't even move the Blitzer. Sure Hands does save us. So where am I going? I might not be... I'm going to take a blitz over here. It's kind of okay. You're not actually doing anything at the moment with the Guardians here. This Blitzer not serving any purpose in that square there. Could have done more good somewhere else. Okay, we have caught the Orcs a little off kilter, because most of these guys are going to be a turn responding to this. But we are going to end up quite nicely pinned here. And you can get in here, probably blitz in there, could blitz in there. Could in fact actually blitz the Tomb Guardian. But he has safely marked out my player, so I'm kind of pinned here as well. So these 5 players can't move next turn. So apart from one line orc, the entire orc team is based up. He goes for the 1 dice blitz on the Guardian and takes it. So we can already see what I decided to do there. But because the ball is pinned by a strength 4 piece, I could try and commit both of these guys. But without being able to put a guy there, I can't surf anyone. So I think that might be the right call. Gets me my Tomb Guardian off the sideline. I can push him in there. Ties all these guys up, but most importantly frees the thrower without having to commit all the screening pieces I've got available. Okay, we have to burn a reroll there. So that was a little risky. 2 dice, hoping not to get the 1 in 9. But at this point I can position some players, and I'm going to come backwards, I think, with the ball. Not really backwards, but a little bit back, mostly more central. But I've done that before I've done anything else, which is kind of good. And I'm blocking diagonally here. I should be anyway. Push backwards, it gives me a Tomb Guardian. So I've managed to free up a Tomb Guardian there to help protect the ball. And that's pretty good because of where these guys are. The double assist there gets this guy in. And I don't want to take that bunch, so I follow that. Push in there. That guy's now not likely to get through there to trouble us on the ball. Just there, in case he does get a guy out here who can run round. Push back, shouldn't follow that. Everyone there is fine. Alright, so we did manage to rescue the ball. Now, how are the Orcs going to push us here? Pushes in here, gives him a 1 dice. Sort of mans up here. That's going to leave him a little short-handed. And takes the 1 dice here. Sorry, 2 dice here. Which opens up 2 dice here. So we just managed to take down our Guardian and gives him 2 guys here. Should not have followed that because he can get both guys through there. So he's blocked his own path. But is that the blitz? That is indeed the blitz. Allows him to get onto the ball behind us. Follows there, steps into here. And our ball is marked. Glad we put 2 players that side now. And does also take down our Blitzer over here. Does he take him out? He does. Tiki is KO'd. So I am playing with 10. The Orcs are still playing with 11. And the 1 dice there takes care of our second thrower. De Gobbo, the backup thrower. He's okay, but he's on the floor. Alright, so we are under pressure. But we should be okay. So I think we can go. Not block there. And just push this guy back. I think that is the safe play. I'm not sure I can stand this Tomb Guardian up. I think he pretty much has to spend a turn on the floor. You might be able to stand up though. But a blitz there, frees, or push this guy out of the way, frees the thrower up. I think I can only really go to here. I can't push through there if I use that as the blitz. But I can block there, which gives me a guy here, maybe steps up there. The thrower there has to stand up, can't do anything else. And the skeleton blitz right down here stands up, he can't do anything else either. So not going to be a lot going on this turn. So a blitz there, a block here, step there, and I think everyone else will have to stay as they are. So we do stand those 2 up. We do stand you up. Oh, we even risk having the Tomb Guardian surfed there. But here comes the blitz. Have to re-roll that. We did get the power, but we are down to 1 re-roll now. And do you stand in there? No, I don't. I actually push in there. So I haven't left at the moment anyone behind me. So there's no back screen protection here. So anytime I turn over here, having used the reroll, the ball is very exposed. Alright, that is definitely a misplay from me. How do I... Right, so I don't rescue that. That play there, I think, was pretty horrible. I think this Guardian should definitely have been here, and this Guardian should probably have been somewhere other than there. He has now got... he's got a 2 dice block there to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit me for 2 dice there. So he's actually got a 2 dice block with block into a 2 dice blitz to knock the ball carrier down without even having to dodge these 2 out. So yeah, that was a bad turn from me. Does he see it? And is that what he does? He does get the 2 dice there. And blocked his own path with the... So from there, you could have knocked me into here. You could have knocked me into here. The only thing you didn't want to do is knock me in there, because you cannot now get round. Because that's a tackle zone, that's a tackle zone, and that's a tackle zone. So he can't run through here, he can't run through there. So if he'd knocked me in there, he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. If he'd knocked me in there, he could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4. But what now he can't do is reach full stop, even with the number of GFIs, he just can't reach at all. So missed a chance for 2 dice on the ball there. And goes into the turnover as well. So saved, I think, is what we're going to say there. Our bad play is not punished, because I now actually have a way out. Because he didn't get to stand up here. He didn't do anything over here. So I think I'm going to take a block there. Which might be the wrong call early on, but I do want that guy back. But I've got 2 dice here. And I wonder what would happen if I won or descend, push this guy. Say we push this guy there and follow. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, blitz. So I could blitz with the ball carrier here, which is always a bit risky anyway, but I could blitz with the ball carrier. Have that guy as the assist. Block there gives me this guy back, who could probably come round. Block there frees this guy up, who comes and stands in here. Okay, I'm going to interest to see how this plays out. I take the block there, get the knockdown, get this guy down. Don't follow, which might have been a mistake. Having a guy there could have been good. I might not move the ball this turn, though. I might just strengthen my position and stay where I am. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not intending to move the ball this turn, so I'm just going to cage up where I am. Given the number of orcs on the floor, that's not a bad spot to be. Is that my blitz now? It is, because I can then come and stand over here. So, double skulls gives me our final, or swallows up the final reroll. Right call, though. So if this guy was on the floor, this guy would be maced, but this guy wouldn't, and he goes 1, 2, 3 GFI smack. So yeah, had to reroll that. Couldn't allow that guy to be on the floor. But what I have there is a little lopsided, but we do have a normal cage. I feed you into the Tomb Guardian, which is fine. Gives me a bit of security on that side. So maybe this turn I can think about pushing. But we have no rerolls left. So where's he going to go? So he's going to try and take out our back corner, which he successfully does. Gets another guy on the ball. Which means I have to think about how I get him out. The 1 dice there works because he's got block. And do I see anything? Okay, what do I see here? Because this looks interesting, so I'm going to stand up there. Do I blitz there? I think I'd typically take you. Blitz you there. Or I could still blitz with the ball carrier. I can't block there. Well, I can, but I shouldn't. But a block there would free this guardian up who can stand there, which gives me 2 dice there, and gives me a route out. Blitz there. I can't dodge out again, so I'm stuck. So again, maybe I don't move the ball this turn. Maybe I just sort of just stay as I am. But it's just going to keep blitzing the cage corner. If I don't move, he's going to keep hitting the cage corners, and I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm not going to get that second touchdown. So one option would be to block there. Blitz with the... No, I can't blitz with the throw rock because he has no assist. So I've got to blitz there to get this guy out, but I shove it in there and hope these guys don't get out. I get the ball out there, but that is very exposed. Let's just see. Okay, I do blitz there. Get the push, which frees the ball carrier. I choose not to follow. Probably okay. I go for the 1 dice on the Black Orc. Brave, without a reroll. But that does give me this guy back. Who steps in there. It gives me 2 dice there. Just a push, but that's enough. So I do manage there, I think, to get the ball out. We make a little bit of progress. The knockdown there will help. Because I managed to get 2 Guardian in there. I can stand that guy up. Can't do anything else. So we're not secure, but I did get some progress. And the Orc's getting a little bit bogged down here. So obviously we've just seen that he's gone for a 2 dice block. With the Black Orc on the skeleton here, so an unimportant block, apart from that it gives him this guy available. But he has 1, 2, 3, 5 players tied up here on 4 of mine. He's got 2 players back here, and he's got 4 players there. We're a little bit strung out, both of us, but the bulk of the Orc strength is tied up here. 3 blitzers, 2 Black Orcs. And we've managed to get a little bit separated from them. So if he isn't careful, we do break out this turn. Also, has to burn the reroll early on the turn. But the 1 in 9 turns into a knockdown, turns into a stun. Gives him the jump up available, which is probably an assist for there. And an assist there, so we can actually take a block here. Push might not be enough. Oh, he doesn't block there. So hang on, what's there an option there? If he'd taken that guy out, 1. If he knew he'd not stood there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if he'd done that instead, he actually had another shot at the ball. Instead goes after both blitzers. Does get 1, but not both. That's going to allow him to come through onto the ball, though. And everyone on our team is covered. Except for that turnover. Alright, so the Orcs get another turnover. Real unlucky here with their dice. But our ball carrier's been based up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a GFI just to reach there. But that does give me a guy there. So I think that's probably how I do this now. I think the crazy risky play would be 1, 2, 3, GFI. Stand there. And then I can blitz the ball carrier out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big question if I do that is, when do I take that block to give me this guy back? And when do I take that block? You're not going anywhere. You're probably not even throwing that 1 dice. You could probably throw that. Yeah, you could throw that, but only later on. What do I do? I stand up, that makes sense. I don't go for that. What do I do then? Do I take that and use this guy as an assist? I turn over, so I don't do anything. I roll a 1 in 9. That might stop me from scoring, because the clock is running. We only have 2 turns left. So we are up against the clock now, in terms of getting this ball over the line. And because I didn't achieve anything there, we're actually stuck with giving away 2 dice on the ball. We go down. And I think, bar this guy, we've got no one able to score. So if you go down, which you might be about to do, you do. So our Khemri team cannot score from this position. Can the Orcs? So if they're not careful, the Orcs can't score either, because they've got 3 turns. And they've just turned over on a 1 in 9. Ouch! Straight into a death. Mayhem's there, getting real aggressive. Death into, I can't remember what 53 is, but kind of bad. So I chose the death. Okay, let's just have a quick think about this. Because I've now realised, or I should now have realised, I'm not scoring. So I need to focus instead on stopping the Orcs from getting the touchdown. And with 2 turns, he's got 2 guys here, potentially that guy as well, that are relevant for scoring threats. So I can take a block there. That's okay. But 1-2. Can't get this guy relevant. Can't get anyone else over here relevant. So I think the actual play is not what I'm going to do, because I can already see I'm starting to blitz over here. With 2 turns left, needing to focus on these guys, I think the blitz is here. 1. Hope for something good. But even a push would do. 2, 3, 4, and then I'd have to throw a GFI. But that opens up the chance to hit these guys. And hitting these guys is where the action's at. What I have done, and I'm assuming if I'm blitzing with this Tomb Guardian, I'm hitting here. That gives me this guy back, which is just a skeleton. What I haven't done is stand this guy, or that guy up. 4 players there that are sat on the floor. Not likely to be all that relevant. Is there the remote possibility I can score? With 2 turns, so I can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do need 2 GFIs, but it is actually possible to score. So if I'm thinking, do that blitz there, that clears 1 tackle zone off me. I can throw that block there, clears another one. I can potentially get that to clear on a GFI, blitz there, and then GFI to there. I can clear that tackle zone, and then I can actually just walk in, pick it up, and walk out. I think I'll be rather concentrating on this. Looking back, this playing here is probably the right call. Let's see if I lose out here. Okay, just a push is enough. Okay, I stay marking the ball. You just come and stand backwards. Again, I think back here would be better. The knockdown does work here, so the thrower is free. Then I stand some guys up who are not doing anything, never were. And then we get the 1 dice and the turnover. So I didn't stand the thrower up because I wanted to go and fetch the ball, which is fine. So the ball's only in 1 tackle zone. The Orcs have got 2 guys who are available to him, and a guy here who's available to him. And the guy goes straight into scoring range. No thrower and no rerolls for the Orcs is pretty bad news, but he's now got a straightforward 3+ pickup. And the 2 dice, sorry, the 1 dice works enough to actually kill. How do you kill a skeleton? I'm not quite sure, but John Goes Gaming, he goes out and stays out. So John Goes Gaming is dead. We've lost him from the entire roster. Okay, push there. So the Orcs, 3+ pickup. Oh, and he drops the ball. Okay, that's fine. So this is that's Orc turn 15. Turn 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy can score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy can't score. This guy is the only one that can score, but if you look at where all my players are, the only one that's getting there, and it takes a 4+ dodge, is this guy to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and push him backwards. Well, I don't like the odds on that 4+ dodge. So what we need to do then is stop them from making the pickup and think about, well, that's agility 3, that's agility 3, that's agility 3. If he can clear the ball or bounce the ball, then things happen. This guy's available. This guy's currently available. There's a good chance I don't get the ball secured here. Best way to do it would be, I think, stand that guy up. Guardian just stands up. Doesn't do anything else. He stands there. You probably go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think you actually come and mark out this guy. Just so he's got something to worry about. We can take a block there. Clear someone off the ball. We don't get more on the ball, but he gets off the ball. Block there. That gives me you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You come back, so I can manage to tag that guy, stand there, block that guy, and then we've got this guy and this guy all tagged out with 3 of mine. I think that's how we rescue this situation. Let's find out if I did it. Okay, first thing I didn't do is stand the Guardian up. I did take that block, but I didn't stand that Guardian up. And I continue to not stand that Guardian up. So am I thinking of blitzing there? I don't think I've been too focused on his scoring threats here. No, I've pushed everyone back. Keep me on the ball. I'm probably going to try and pick the ball up here. If given this situation, you almost need to come and stand over there now. Then I don't. I do what I thought originally. Mark that guy out. Then go for and fail the pickup. Okay. Well, I didn't cover off the scoring threat. I didn't really improve my odds here. If I'd made the pickup and stood in there, that would have been a different story. So that's the 25% play. We lose it. 75% we're actually in here with the ball kind of secure. So the odds of that kind of in our favour. But the Orcs now got a bit of work to do, but there's a guy here that could get the ball and probably just throw it straight through. Can he rescue this situation? He's got no spare players. We did at least manage to keep all of the players marked bar this guy. So unless he wants to go for uphill, but it's an uphill block there to bounce the ball. If he manages to bounce the ball, things get interesting. Let's see how the final turn plays out. It's been guaranteed for a while we're not going to lose this match. But do we win or do we draw? Gotta be honest, I don't think we actually deserve to win here. I don't think we played as well as we possibly could have done. Okay, it goes for a sort of backwards way of doing it, but does manage to bounce the ball. Goes the wrong way, which is unfortunate. And if that was a dodge to go and fetch the ball, fair play, but he falls over. And that seals the deal, guys. We end up with the win. Our thrower gets himself an MVP on top of his touchdown, so he gets 2 skill, which is pretty good. I think we also leveled a second Tomb Guardian, so let's have a look at the team. Our team roster, I can't show you the actual results, but we did level Mayhem's there after he killed that Black Orc, so he gets guard. And Tiki got the touchdown, so he ends up with Mighty Blow, and the MVP pushed Tommy to kick-off return. So we did okay there, but I think looking back on it, which is always an interesting exercise, we weren't punished for the mistakes we made. Okay, so looking back at how we played that, I think we'd made quite a few key mistakes there. But luckily, either we ran into a coach that didn't spot them, or dice that didn't make it possible, but we weren't punished when I made those mistakes. Now, I know this is a bit unusual for the series. This is more of a recap video than an actual live match. So drop me a message in the comments below if you prefer this format to the traditional match format, or if you would like me to be upfront and honest and keep this one straight to YouTube with live matches rather than having to recover a streamed game. Otherwise, you could always just catch me live on Twitch where we do stream these games. And down here is Twitch. And come by, say hello, pester me enough like the channel did the other night, and we'll actually do one of these games live. But we have gone through, we have now got the record up to 4 wins and a draw. So at 5 games, unbeaten. For me and Khemri, I think that's an absolutely stonking result. Let's see if we can carry it forward over the next 10 games, because we are 1/3 of the way through the challenge here. Plenty of action still to come, so we will catch you again next time, guys.